Are you feeling overwhelmed by clutter in your space? This might be a more common experience than you think. You see, there's a fascinating connection between the state of our physical environment and our mental health. Clutter, disorganization, and excess can often lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and being overwhelmed. Imagine walking into a room filled with disarray, piles of papers, scattered clothes, unorganized knickknacks. How does it make you feel? For many, such a scene can induce a sense of chaos and unease. It's like a visual representation of a mind filled with racing, unorganized thoughts. It's no wonder that clutter can escalate our stress levels and impact our ability to focus. The good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. We can take control of our surroundings and, in doing so, improve our mental health. In this video, we will guide you through the process of decluttering and organizing your space for better mental health. Have you ever wondered about the concept of minimalism and how it could benefit your mental health? Let's dive into that today. Minimalism, in its essence, is about eliminating excess and cherishing the valuable. It's not about deprivation or living in an empty room. Rather, it's about making intentional choices to only surround yourself with things that bring joy and purpose. This approach naturally extends to our mental space, where trimming away unnecessary thoughts and worries can lead to a more peaceful state of mind. The benefits of a minimalist lifestyle are numerous, particularly in relation to mental health. By reducing clutter, both physical and mental, we can lessen our cognitive load, meaning our minds are not overwhelmed with decisions or distractions. This can lead to increased focus, clarity, and a sense of calm, essential ingredients for a healthy mental state. Moreover, minimalism encourages us to live in the present moment, to appreciate what we have right now rather than constantly seeking more. This aligns with many mindfulness practices, which have been shown to reduce stress and anxiety. Now, let's clear up some common misconceptions about minimalism. It's not about living with a certain number of possessions or in a stark white room. Minimalism doesn't dictate a specific aesthetic, nor does it require drastic lifestyle changes. It's a personal journey, unique to each individual's needs and preferences. Perhaps the most important misconception to dispel is that minimalism equates to lack. It's quite the opposite. By freeing ourselves from the unnecessary, we create space for more meaningful experiences, relationships, and moments of joy. In the context of mental health, minimalism is not a cure-all solution, but rather a tool, a lifestyle choice that can enhance our overall well-being by simplifying our surroundings and consequently our minds. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, consider the concept of minimalism. Remember, it's not about having less, it's about making room for more time, more peace, and more joy. Ready to start your decluttering journey? But where should you begin? Decluttering is a process that requires patience and a keen eye for detail. It's about identifying what truly brings value to your life and letting go of the rest. The first step is to evaluate your belongings. Look around and ask yourself, does this item bring me joy or serve a purpose? If the answer is no, it's probably clutter. Once you've identified what's unnecessary, it's time to separate these items. Create 3 distinct piles, 1 for items to keep, 1 for items to donate, and 1 for items to discard. This categorization process can be quite liberating. It allows you to see clearly what you genuinely need and appreciate versus what's simply taking up space. Now, you might be wondering, what do I do with the items I've decided to let go of? Well, that's where the next step comes in. For items in the donate pile, consider giving them to a local charity or selling them online. For the discard pile, ensure you dispose of these items responsibly. Remember, one person's trash can be another's treasure, so consider recycling or upcycling where possible. The decluttering process can be emotional and sometimes overwhelming. It's okay to feel attached to your possessions, but remember, they are just things. You are not your stuff. You are much more than that. If you're finding it hard to let go, take a break. Reflect on why you're holding on to certain items. Is it nostalgia, guilt, or fear of scarcity? Understanding your emotional attachment can help you let go and move forward. Don't rush the decluttering process. It's not a race. Take your time to thoughtfully consider each item. And remember, it's okay to keep things that genuinely bring you joy and serve a purpose. The goal is not to live with the bare minimum, but to create a space that reflects your priorities and values. Remember, decluttering is not a one-time process, but a lifestyle change. It's about constantly evaluating and reevaluating your possessions and their place in your life. So take a deep breath and let's embark on this journey towards a minimalist space for maximum mental health. Now that you have decluttered your space, how do you keep it organized? It's a question many of us face after we've taken the big step of decluttering. But fear not, for maintaining an organized space is simpler than you might think, and it all begins with one fundamental principle: having a place for everything. Imagine your living space as a canvas. Each item you possess is a stroke of paint, contributing to the overall picture. When each stroke is thoughtfully placed, the canvas is harmonious and pleasing to the eyes. Similarly, when every item in your space has a designated place, the environment becomes orderly and serene. Start by grouping similar items together. This not only makes it easier to locate things, but also gives a sense of order and symmetry to your space. For example, all books can be neatly arranged on a bookshelf, kitchen utensils can be stored in the same drawer, and all your paperwork can be filed in a specific spot. Next, consider the functionality of your items. Those that you use frequently should be easily accessible, while those used less often can be stored out of sight. This not only maximizes efficiency, but also keeps your space looking clean and minimalist. Moreover, remember to respect the limits of your space. If a drawer or shelf is full, it's time to reassess. Perhaps some items can be relocated, or maybe it's a sign that it's time to declutter again. Finally, make organization a daily habit. Spend a few minutes each day returning items to their designated places. This not only maintains your space, but also reinforces your commitment to a minimalist lifestyle. An organized space is not about perfection, but about creating an environment that supports and nurtures your mental health. It's about creating a place where you can relax, focus, and find tranquility amidst the chaos of life. An organized space is not only pleasing to the eyes, but also soothing for the mind. So take a deep breath and let the journey of organization lead you to a more peaceful and mindful existence. So how does a minimalist space contribute to better mental health? It's a question that many of us ponder as we explore the concept of minimalism. The benefits of a clean, organized space extend far beyond the aesthetic appeal. In fact, the impact on mental health is profound and transformative. Imagine entering a room filled with clutter, disarray, and chaos. Now picture the same room, but with every item in its designated place, surfaces clean, and open space inviting a sense of calm. The difference is palpable, isn't it? This is because our physical environment significantly influences our mental state. When we declutter and organize our space, we're doing more than just tidying up. We're cultivating a sanctuary for our minds. A minimalist space reduces stress by eliminating the visual noise that clutter creates. It's like turning down the volume on a loud, distracting radio. With fewer distractions, our minds can relax, helping us to feel less anxious and more at ease. Additionally, a minimalist space enhances focus. Without the constant tug of disarray demanding our attention, we can channel our mental energy towards more meaningful tasks. We're able to concentrate better, be more productive, and feel a greater sense of accomplishment. Moreover, a minimalist space can significantly improve our mood. A clean, organized environment is pleasing to the eye and can evoke feelings of satisfaction and happiness. It's a visual reminder of our ability to control and shape our surroundings, reinforcing our sense of self-efficacy. But perhaps the most profound impact of a minimalist space on mental health is the sense of freedom it brings. Freedom from the burden of excess, freedom to breathe, and freedom to simply be. By letting go of the unnecessary, we create room for what truly matters: our peace of mind, our joy, our well-being. A minimalist space is like a breath of fresh air for your mind. It's a sanctuary where your mind can rest, rejuvenate, and thrive. So if you're seeking a simple yet powerful way to boost your mental health, consider the transformative power of a minimalist space. You have taken the first step towards creating a minimalist space for maximum mental health. We've journeyed through the concept of minimalism, a practice hailing from ancient Eastern philosophies, now widely embraced as a pathway to declutter not just our physical spaces, but our mental landscapes as well. We've discovered the process of decluttering, challenging yet rewarding, urging us to evaluate our belongings and let go of the excess. We've learned how to organize our spaces, prioritizing what brings us joy and purpose. We've delved into the profound impact a minimalist space can have on our mental health, promoting clarity, reducing stress, and enhancing our overall well-being. We've acknowledged that this practice is not one size fits all, but a journey of discovery and balance. Start decluttering your space today for better mental health. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.